Welcome and thank you for joining us during Holy Week 2023. My name is Gary Hunter Cook, and today we will look at John 8:58. Jesus said to them, "Most assuredly I say to you, as before Abraham was, I am." The I am statement of Jesus we read in John 8:58 is not only the most critical statement to our understanding of who Jesus claims to be, but the name I am then serves as a foundation for each of his other claims. The bread, the light, the vine, the good shepherd, the gate, the way, the truth, and the life, and ultimately the resurrection and the life. I am in the Hebrew language and tradition referred to one and only one person, God. In the Old Testament account of Moses and in the burning bush of Midian, we read Exodus 3:13 through 14. Moses said to God, "Suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, 'The God of your fathers has sent me to you.' And they ask me, 'What is your name?' Then what should I tell them?" God said to Moses, "I am who I am." This is what you are to say to the Israelites. "I am has sent me to you." Abraham was brought into being while Jesus claimed to exist. He never came into being by stating to the Jewish leaders that he was I am. Jesus was deliberately taking upon himself the language of deity. Jesus is claiming to be God, not just sent by God. Here is his claim to be timeless. He was before time, he who will be after time, he who is always is. Jesus is either a liar, crazy, delusional, or he is who he claims to be. In John 7:1, we are told that the Jewish leaders were seeking to kill Jesus at that time as a result of his signs, miracles, and the disregard for their man-made rules, and the religious authority he evidenced throughout his ministry. How much more with the statement in today's devotion, "Before Abraham was, I am." Does this serve to inflame their hatred of the Nazarene? No doubt the Jews present in his audience at this time were clearly understood that Jesus meant by these words and regarded his claim as blasphemous. John records in John 8:59 that the Jews picked up stones to throw at him. They had enough and that it was time to be rid of him. However, since it was not yet his time to suffer, die, and arise again for our sins, we are told he miraculously disappeared. Colossians 1:15 through 20, the Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation, for in him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things were created through him and for him. He is before all things and in all things. And in him all things hold together. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning and the firstborn from among the dead, so that in all things he may have preeminence. For God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through the blood of his cross. Do you know Jesus, the great I am? He is not just a great teacher. He is not just a miracle worker. He is fully the Son of God and fully the Son of Man, the one who humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. For you, for me, for the whole world, the I am who gave his sinless life in exchange for my sin, for your sin, for the sin of the world. Matthew 16:15, Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do you say I am?" We at Pritchard pray that as you reflect on Jesus and his great sacrifice on the cross for you and me throughout this week, that you choose to believe in the I am and respond as Simon Peter then answered to his question in Matthew 16:16. You are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Thank you.